Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. You are watching Tarot with Kuka and today is Wednesday, June 17th, 2020, which means you are watching Wellness Wednesday. So remember, if you like what you hear, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. So today's cards are brought to you by the prayers and intention that I put out to God, into the universe, whatever it is you call your higher power. As you know, they're all one. And as humans, we like to have that connection with a name that we have always been comfortable with, whether it's from the religious realm or even on the spiritual. And so, like I say, my foundation is connecting with God, but God is everywhere. God is all. We are all one. And that includes the universe, the creator, the source, the divine. So what I do, just to give you a little heads up about my prayers, is I actually connect with my light team, which consists of some ascended masters, archangels, my guardian angels, and my spirit guide. And in tune, I ask that they commune with all of the universe's guardian angels, and which it's a collective connection to the divine, so that I receive the message of the divine for all. So this has nothing to do with me. This has nothing to do with my ability. All I am doing is just receiving a message through the cards from God, but ultimately these are God's words. So again, on Wednesday, I love to work with the Healing Mantra deck because Matt Kahn, he is just a super awesome person with a strong connection to the divine, to the source, to the point where he is so ascended that his higher self is slowly but surely saying goodbye to his guides, as he has connected so deeply with all of them that he is actually merging into one. And so when you hear him talk, it's almost like a soothing spiritual, my heart rate actually goes low because I get so relaxed just listening to what he has to say, and he speaks of nothing but pure love. And so I love reading from his deck. And if you were following me from last week, you would actually know that the last week's card was actually unraveling codependency. So the fact that we have a repeater here is, to me, when this happens to me on my personal read, I've always looked at it as, well, I still haven't learned my lesson. And like I say, the positive is where I'm trying to go with my channel, is making sure that all my reads are of positive intentions. The way I'm looking at this, it's not that mankind hasn't learned this lesson, it's just we have more to expand on for our growth. So with that, I want to turn the card over, and if you remember what that message was, we're immediately going to go into repeating the words 3 times after taking a deep breath. So let's begin. Let's take that deep breath in. Release. Only I have to feel good about my choices. Deep breath in. Release. Only I have to feel good about my choices. Deep breath in. Release. Only I have to feel good about my choices. These words are so empowering. And before I kind of dwell into, wow, what I think this means, I'm going to reread again from the guidebook, because like I say, Matt Kahn puts this stuff together beautifully. And so again, his YouTube channel is in the link below, is in the description, the link below me. So again, only I have to feel good about my choices. When codependency unravels, you are able to move freely in the direction of your heart's desire without needing permission from others. Let me say that again. When codependency unravels, you are able to move freely in the direction of your heart's desire without needing permission from others. As codependency fades, you are able to honor the emotional reactions of others as crucial stages of their healing journey without taking responsibility for them. This mantra is ideal for healing family dynamics, cultivating emotional freedom, and reclaiming personal power. And so, however that phrase corresponds or resonates with you, one of the things that has hit me this week, because I believe last week this card meant, walking away from a toxic relationship, or even healing your family dynamic. I know, not every family is like the Brady Bunch. And so, especially right now in this time where we have, the moon kind of tracking through Gemini, the communicator, I believe there is certain aspects about this where it's about healing family dynamics. And so if this message keeps popping up and this resonates with you, about maybe there's a sibling that you haven't spoken to, or you've had such deep hurt feelings from your parents that you haven't spoken to or connected with them in a long time, this is your chance to heal that, whether it brings you closer together or it resolves the contract where, maybe for your best wellness and safety, you do diverge. But this is your emotional freedom from that burden. So one thing that really is resonating with me is about forgiveness, in which the lessons I've actually learned this week from several different courses that I'm taking, and it's kind of weird how they're all teaching the same thing right now. It's about forgiveness, and once you have that forgiveness, it allows you to connect with God or the universe or whoever you call, but it allows you to connect with your higher self, in which you now start bringing in the manifestations. And so forgiveness is the key to unblocking your fears and opening up your mind and your heart to the manifestations and abundance. So one part of forgiving is forgiving others, where you release the anger, the pain, the hurt, or whatever it is the negativity that person caused you. The freedom that you gain from forgiving them is such a relief that you can actually feel just yourself getting lighter. However, if you are still feeling a little, like there's something still holding you back from feeling worthy, or even feeling that you're worth receiving the abundance, and you've gone through your checks, and it's like, yep, so and so did me wrong, so and so did, and I check, and you went through all your checks to see about who you need to forgive. There's probably one person you forgot, and that is yourself. And so once you start forgiving yourself, your alignment with your higher self and with God, it's like an instant connection. And the beauty about forgiving yourself with God is, on God's part, it's already a done deal. God forgave you a long time ago. You were holding on to your guilt, your shame, and the burden this whole time, when all along you were forgiven. But you needed to forgive yourself and your ego. And so the thing you got to think about with your ego is your ego, its sole purpose is to protect you. So when that negative voice, like for instance, like let's just say you wanted to go out and audition for a role in the play, okay, and your ego comes in and says, do you really want to do that? Are you sure? They're all gonna laugh at you. It's like I think of that Carrie's mother. They're all gonna laugh at you. That's your ego, not trying to hold you back, but your ego, if you change your perspective and look at it as your ego is trying to protect you out of love, that's when you can turn around and say, you know what? Thank you. Thank you for protecting me. But I will go forward fearlessly because all is well. And so once you release the ego of that burden, a little bit of that ego is now aligning itself with the light. And you are also relieving the burden of the ego of protecting you, just a little piece by piece at a time. So with that, once you have forgiven yourself and others, now you have the key to start focusing in on the abundance. So with that, I want to go to the next deck, which is my favorite little deck, because again, the second deck is always about connecting us with an archangel or an ascended master to help us guide us with the healing words. So so the thing is, any card that I draw, whether it was Archangel Michael, even this morning on my Instagram, I drew Archangel Uriel. Any archangel is ready to help you. Our minds, our little our finite minds, they're the ones that have to name the archangels. We're the ones that sit there and say, well, this angel specializes in this angel specializes in this angel is this color, this angel is that color. The truth of the matter, the archangels, they are nameless. They are of one. They are already connected to the source who serves us. And so any archangel has any ability, any color frequency, whatever it is that makes you feel comfortable to connect, they're egoless. And so it's like if you think you're calling on Archangel Michael and you accidentally say Archangel Uriel, they know who you're talking about. The right archangel is going to come along. That's how little of an ego they have. It's not like, oh, well, she meant to call you. She said your name, not mine. It's not how it rolls out. But, again, it makes us comfortable to have names in order and echelons and all that. So with that, I'm using Becky Devine's Domino Angels. I love her deck because with each little domino card is an archangel associated. So, and the reason why you actually see two cards here is we had a jumper. So as I was shuffling the deck, the second card here jumped out. So it was already like, you didn't choose me, but I chose you, and we're happening. And so this is actually a message from the angels. So I continued with my shuffle to get our card, and so let's see who we have working with us this week. So this week we have Archangel Raphael, which Archangel Raphael is associated with the domino number 4. And to me, the number 4 is what I feel is that we're surrounded by angels. And so let me actually hold this card up, but I'm going to read from her guidebook, which is, let me show it to you here. So it's Angelic Guidance by Becky Devine. And so this book actually has the extended meaning of the card. So I'm just going to read you the passage. So with Archangel Raphael, which is domino number 4, the card meaning is Archangel Raphael is with you now And this is a time of unfolding puzzles and secrets of the family. It may be that some overdue explaining is done this week, and you may even find something that was missing a long time. Declutter the home and pick up any coins you find on your travels for extra good luck. Make plans for that holiday now. Plenty of excitement abounds. Thanks to Archangel Raphael, light a dark green or white candle to connect. And like I said, the archangels are egoless. Any color any color candle you light, as long as you think about them, they're going to know it's for them. So Archangel Raphael, his name, I believe, from the book here, it says Secrets Revealed. I know that Archangel Raphael kind of is the key to unlocking many mysteries. And so what she continues to write about, it is not always easy to understand exactly why things have been this way. Perhaps if we had just done things a little differently, we would not be in the mess that we are in today. Or are we actually in a mess at all? The angels, and especially Archangel Raphael, like you to know that all is revealed in time. And one thing that sticks out with me is the truth is always revealed. And with patience, it may be that you need to wait an awful long time before you see any sort of relief from your ailments or woes. What is most evident is that even though we do not think it could get any better, things always do have a way of working out. Some of us, in fact, quite a lot of us, have terrible times with family members. Some do not speak for a very long time, if at all. There has been heinous abuse, backbiting, favoritism that can run through generations. For example, the first male of the family will be the special one, or the youngest child will be spoiled. Archangel Raphael is with you, reminding you if you are facing any sort of family issue or hardship amongst friends or lovers, remember that only you are ever responsible for yourself. And how does that go along with only I have to feel good about my choices? Let me read that again. Remember that only you are ever responsible for yourself. You're not responsible for others. Remember, you may think if you do not take care of this or that, it will be your fault when nothing happens. Please do not blame yourself in any way, shape, or form for the actions of others. If you are guilty of any wrongdoing yourself, ask that Archangel Raphael clear this for you and cut the cords that tie your mind to the situation. Again, forgiving yourself. So, when we pass, there is forgiveness and choice for everyone. You may not even realize just how much you have helped someone to complete their life mission just by being in their life or even being a victim. It was a decision of the soul growth between you. Your family members are part of your soul group and each have their own life path to fulfill. Remember that no matter what, you are loved infinitely, and that is so true. You are loved infinitely. Your only responsibility on this earth is to yourself and to ultimately finding happiness in all you do. Remember, the universe doesn't want you to be sad. Your path is meant for happiness, and this is not coming from the book. It's coming from the heart. So, back to the reading, the truth always comes out. There is no need to punish or make someone pay for their mistakes. Stand tall and rise above. The solution can often be seen very clearly in this way. Wow. So if this does not resonate about forgiving yourself and forgiving others, Archangel Raphael, again, is totally here to help you with that. And so I'm really blown away by the card. And so I just want to give a quick little shout out to Archangel Raphael for jumping out there and saying, here I am, because literally it's the perfect guide to what the card is saying. So our second card is, oops, look at that, the perfect domino. So we have the Angels of Abundance, and it's still the color green. So again, there's that connection. They're connected. So let me read to you and remind you, this was the jumper card. This was the message from the angels that they directly wanted to tell you. So how, again, how can you say that you're not worth receiving something when the universe right here, right now, is telling you that abundance is available? It's giving me angel bumps. So let me read to you the book as I hold up the card. So the angels of abundance are with you now, and if you have needed extra money, it appears that you will not be waiting too long. When this comes up for you, you can start to feel that financial pressures are lifting, and there will also be surprises in bank accounts. Woohoo! So very lucky for investments and property deals with things having a surprising turn of events. Thanks to the angels of abundance. Light a green candle for extra quick returns. Again, the angels can use any color as long as you speak the intent. So she has listed some of the archangels that are included. And here, we got a surprise connection with Archangel Raphael, but I don't see his name. But again, doesn't matter. Any archangel will work with us, but here she gave us some archangels of abundance. So it's Archangel Bariel, Archangel Hamiel, Angel of Miracles, Archangel Cassiel, Archangel Michael, Archangel Muriel, Archangel Sachiel, Archangel Zadkiel. And so if you notice, just as a quick little lesson about archangels and their names and their nomenclature, all their names end in EL. And with the exception of Archangel Metatron and Archangel Sandalphon, it's because they were both humans, and God took them and he loved them so much, he made them archangels. So the card in detail, so often we can forget the abundance that already exists in our lives. When the angels of abundance are with you, they want you to know that you are an abundant person, and your needs for the time are always met. Notice the little things, right? Like right now, that show you that you are abundant. Abundance doesn't always mean wealth or money, but you may find that this to be taken very quickly if you're open to flow of this kind of energy. So if you're open to the flow of having money come in, this is a time to meditate on it. It is your right to be an abundant soul. If there is ever lack in your life, you may need to examine your thought patterns to determine why this is. Again, it's our minds that are blocking us, and it's our minds that are creating the limitations, not the universe. Have you ever doubted that you deserved abundance? Do you feel that if you had money, others would be jealous of you? Are you right now jealous of others with money of abundance? Do you feel that it never happens to you? The angels ask you to stop putting limits on yourself. Ha! I just said that. Always imagine of yourself everything turning out for you even better than you can imagine. In other words, see yourself already abundant before you can even see the evidence of it being so. So an example of that would be, it's like, okay, just something like, let's just say, oh God, I wish I had that $10 to go and buy some whatever, right? So instead of saying, oh, I wish I had the $10, declare it like you already have it. Thank you for the $10, God. That's what it's about. It's literally so believing it before you have it. It's you declare it. So also adjust the time spent with people in your life that make you feel as though you are less than they are. This is a negative force that can prevent you from happiness that you deserve. You are deserving of success. You are deserving of abundance, and it is everywhere around you. When you see things in 3s or number 6 in your life, it will be a sign to watch your thoughts and make them abundant. And also keep them positive. That's from me. So give thanks as though you have already received the abundance that you require. And this brings the energy of miracles and speed of delivery in your life. Affirm And I'm going to read this slowly so that you can repeat it. I am always abundant and cared for in every way, in every direction of time. My family now and in generations to come will each be abundantly provided for. I am successful and I deserve success. Thank you for bringing this energy to me right now. Wow. Forgiveness and abundance. I must say, this is a huge thank you to God. A beautiful message about forgiveness and abundance. I'm not saying that you ask for forgiveness and then you put your intent out. You put your intent out there and then nothing happens. It doesn't mean that God is punishing you or didn't forgive you. Remember, God always forgives. Somehow, you didn't release the guilt or shame. It's your thoughts that are holding you back. And again, just a reminder, God and the universe, they're limitless. And they will always provide you with what you need. So again, either you blocked your abundance by not completely forgiving yourself, or another reason, it's not quite your time to receive. The universe and God will always give you when it aligns you with them. And so in divine timing, that's when you will get your abundance. And that's what divine timing means, because they want you to align yourself with them. So again, let's begin the forgiving process with the deep breath. And we'll repeat the words. Let's take a deep breath in. Release. Only I have to feel good about my choices. Only I have to feel good about my choices. Only I have to feel good about my choices. Now you can call upon Archangel Raphael to work with you on forgiving others, including family, and including yourself. Even if you don't get the apology that you are desiring, you forgiving them severs your unhealthy tie, and it becomes their burden to carry. Forgive with love. That is the strongest alignment with God, because it begins the healing of the ego. Remember, don't be too harsh on your ego. Its purpose is to protect you. Release the ego's burden by forgiveness. And with that, I send you love, light, and many, many blessings.